Hey guys, I'm gonna use the enso today. I'm gonna fill up my water. I'll be right back. Hold on. And I'm back. So, this has been pretty cool to do. I do kind of like scribbling on here just to like get stuff, but I also like screenshotting some of the art that I get from it to see if I can like recreate it or kind of like what's happening that I like or don't like, and then can I go from there, you know. But this is one of the best purchases I feel like I've made all year. I swear to God. You see it? I feel like I've made a really good purchase with this, and it's just really helpful. What else? I fully embrace the fact that I want to do art, not necessarily full time, but sometime. And I feel like I now have the space to do it. So, backing up a little bit, I became a licensed massage therapist, and I now have a channel that I may or may not continue with. I don't know. I only did one video, and I don't know, but I had a job at a chain, like a franchise, and I was like, oh. And I don't know if I mentioned this in one of my other videos, but if I did, then we're gonna keep going with that. If I didn't, there's a story. And so I was kind of just left with this, like, this space of what am I gonna do? Because, I mean, yeah, oh, that looks like a nice little path. You see it? Like right there? Nice little walking towards this boulder or whatever in the hillside. Anyway, unconsciously I didn't do that on purpose. I was like just scrambling for stuff, and you know, I found another position, luckily, like literally like, you know, 5 days later, in the same field. But it also got me thinking about, you know, because I'm not going to be doing massage like you know, I'm not going to be doing it full time as in every day. So what can I do, you know, other days, right? So art is one of them, and I have all this art stuff that I just keep not doing because I feel like, oh, you know, I'll do it later, and later never comes. And that's something you gotta make sure that later is now. Later isn't later, later is now, you know? So there's that. So I said, okay, I got one shot to kind of make this work, and I'm gonna make it work. So yeah, I'm gonna be a massage therapist. I'm in school for writing, and I'm gonna be the artist that I know that I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. I'm not an engineer. I can't be that for you, mama. But I definitely want to create more. So I also realized that I will most likely be structuring my Instagram very differently, and I kind of just came to the conclusion. Again, I feel like I said this in another video, but I just want to be more present with the actual art practice. And Instagram, you feel like you have to like make stuff just for the sake of being there. So what I actually plan to do is really to post more of the results of like exhibitions and things like that, as opposed to like reels and all that. I just don't want to do that shit. I'm just sorry. Like I'm not really sorry about it. Like I really don't want to do that stuff. Like it's kind of a headache and a pain because I have other stuff that I want to do, and I don't really want to devote my time. It's not even I don't have time. It's like I just don't want to devote my time to that. Like I would prefer to do other stuff, so I'm gonna do other stuff. And so yeah. But I also just feel like being more active and outside of social media would actually help, because it's like, okay, then I have stuff that I can actually post, like I'm going to this place or I'm here, and it can be more about the art overall and just my journey with it, as opposed to like having to make stuff to market, so to speak. I do want to blog, but I personally just don't find myself interested in the normal ways. I'm gonna start, I already started doing the account purge, meaning the people that I follow, I drastically reduced it. I try to keep the number of people for any Instagram account I have 4, but I try to keep it under 300, and really 300 is too much. It's really too much. And what I found when I actually eliminated a bunch of people is I no longer resonate with people's styles and stuff like that. So that was kind of a natural thing. But what I also noticed was like I started to see a lot more actual artists. Like I felt like the artists that started to come through I was interested in. It was people that like I hadn't seen in a while. One of the tips is to go through your least interacted with list and then like go from there. Because those are the people that either like you follow, they don't follow back, which is fine. Like no one's really required to do that, especially really big accounts. They're not, they may not be checking for you like that. Like that's just a reality. But doesn't that look like a nice, the bottom, a nice like scenic just thing going on? Look at that. like on the water, like stormy water. I feel like it looks freaking phenomenal. It's not gonna last though, but and like a stormy sky. Look at that. Like look at that. Yeah. So but what I noticed with the least interactive with is a tip is just go through that, because that may be the stuff that you either don't see and you finally get to see it, and then also it may be a signal that that's not stuff that you're interested in anymore. Most likely it'll be people on there though that you've seen but haven't seen in a while just because of the algorithm, and then you kind of go from there. I think it's really great to do that. And I do that like I feel like every season change, I do that. And I'm always surprised. And one thing about me is I'm not afraid to like let physical items go or digital space go. I do hoard a lot, but like I'm not really afraid to let stuff go. So it's very easy for me to kind of go through my accounts and just get rid of accounts that I'm following, because I save a lot too. But I'm going through that also, and I finally learned how to delete multiple saved posts at once. And because I like, you can only do it on your phone from what I see, but I've been trying to like do that for months, really years, because I was like, I don't want to be on here for hours on end individually going through this, you know what I'm saying? So now that I can delete, 100, 200 at a time, I can gradually work my way through, because I know it's thousands of things, because I have 4 Instagram accounts and I save stuff from like whenever I started on Instagram, which is like 2017-ish, somewhere in there, I think, until now. And I have been going through, especially my personal one, and I kind of called it out. But like on my other ones, my God, it's like a bunch of stuff. My writing one was pretty okay too, because I've gone through there and I've gotten to the bottom of that one, and my personal. But it's my art and my tarot ones. They're just so yeah, they're just exhaustive. So yeah. All right. Talk to you guys later. I'm actually just gonna make a second video. Bye.